So without further ado, I'd like to bring in Charlie with Good Guys Junk Removal. How you doing, Charlie?
Hey, thanks, James, for the introduction. Yeah, it's great to be here today.
Yeah, glad to have you. I know it was on short notice, but we had some time. We really wanted to get your message out there. You have an interesting story, an interesting business model that is really starting to take off. So if you could just tell us a little bit about how you got involved in the junk removal business.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. So my partner and myself, we started this junk removal company a while back in 2016, actually. And it's been a really great progress. We've helped so many people clean out their basements and their yards. I mean, it's just, innumerable how much we've helped people. And it all started, just like the American dream. You have a little idea, hey, let's try this for a business. And we actually met a few people down there in the Boston area initially, and it was just in time for the fall cleanup. Everyone's getting ready for school, the universities down there, the apartments, out with the old and with the new. So come September 1st, that apartment's going to be clean, and that was kind of when we got the ball rolling and seeing really what we could do, push it to the limit. And ever since then, it just hasn't been the same.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
So what'd you do before you got into the junk removal business?
Sure. So I was a mechanic for a while, and I sold cars for a point, but the sales thing wasn't really for me, So I enjoyed fixing cars for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this your first business venture that you're actually leading the process here? You're the owner of the business?
Yeah, we're managing partners. So
this
is the real deal. This is our first official business venture.
Nice.
You always try, growing up, you always try a couple of things here and there, but this is really the main.
Right. Well, so it's a little different when you're responsible for the growth and for the people that are working and the people that you're doing the work for.
Right on.
So it's a big step.
Yeah.
What would you say that the major milestones that you've reached? What is it that you've set your target for? You've reached those targets and looking to grow further.
Yeah, sure. So we definitely like to help the college students and the moving landlords the same. So we definitely try to help at least 4 people a day during the super busy season. Sometimes that means working a 20-hour day. We like helping landlords and stuff because they get really stressed out. Some people are just really overwhelmed. They can't do stuff themselves and they need help. We're we're trying to get into some libraries and larger public areas because they need help when they have the technology turnover with computers and all that kind of stuff. And who else can we call local guys like us? We'll be there to help out. So we're setting our goals on maybe 4 or 5 of those big revolving accounts there because they're they tend to be a little slower turnover. Homeowners, they need things done right away, and the larger facilities like that, they're longer term. So we try to set our sights on maybe 5 or 10 of those guys. And keep a nice relationship with them.
Right.
Local.
Like schools, maybe. And then when you're looking at businesses, property managers, I bet are good friends of yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you're visiting them quite a bit.
That's right. We're always talking.
Right. All right. Yeah. What would you see are some of the major challenges that you've experienced while trying to get your company growing?
So some of the major challenges I'd say is, keeping up with the technology. We try to be big on word of mouth, but at the same time, people like to see an online presence. So I think definitely that whole new, because we're still kind of old school, our generation. Even though we're younger, compared to most business owners these days, definitely still traditional in that sense.
I would say the Boston area probably helped, right?
Yeah, definitely. So it's good. It's good. I'd say that's probably one of our biggest challenges there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as your business and how you're interacting with clients, what would you say is a unique selling position for your company? What makes you different than your competitor?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jamie. So something that makes us different is that we really take pride in our work, and we like to build a relationship with our customers. So it's not like one and done, right? We want to do a great job. We want to give people a fair price, and we want to make sure that we can help them, help all their family and their friends, so that they can call us because they really like the work that we do, and that it's not just limited to a clean out or junk removal. We have a lot of contacts in the industry, whether it's real estate or energy production, solar, for example. And I have a lot of friends that are mechanics from back in the day. So customer comes to us for trash removal, and they leave with a whole shopping bag full of goodies, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
No,
So we
I like
definitely have a lot to offer, a lot of connections, local roots. So it's more than just a junk job when you call us.
right.
Yeah.
And now what would you say, your main services that you offer? What is it that you provide to the community?
Sure. So we have several different vehicles. We're pretty well equipped. We have a dump truck, a box truck. So we can help out with junk removal, trash hauling. We can help you get rid of junk cars, sometimes boats, depending on the size. Lately they've changed, so boats are a little bit more expensive these days. We can also help with like small landscaping stuff, delivering mulch, delivering soil, things like that, because we have the vehicles to do so. If you got a piano, for example, like nothing, there's no sky's the limit,
Right.
So
You can do it all.
you can do it all. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
So, just thinking about it, you talk about a piano. I bet you would get a lot of stuff that's probably still good stuff.
Yeah.
What would you do with something like that?
Yeah, sure. So we try to upcycle it first, right? So if it's something that someone else could use, we offer it, for sale or for free, depending on, what's out there. If somebody wants it, it's definitely available. Obviously, if we sell something, we're able to get some of our costs back and help keep the prices low.
Right.
Otherwise, we recycle it. Worst case, if it can't be salvaged, but it's still good in that sense, if it's metal or plastic, things like that don't want to go into a landfill. Sometimes we can recycle cardboard as well. So if we try to save everything from going to the trash barrel in the landfill, that's the big concern with us. So
Right. Yeah, that's a great concept. Definitely people are concerned with the environment. So I think that's a great angle to play there.
Sure.
And it's good for our Mother Earth. So
some people want to save money. They don't always want to have to buy stuff new. And if we can help take it from somebody who doesn't have the space anymore and give it to somebody who's looking to use something like
repurpose it.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Do you have any great stories about moving something? Any good testimonials about people that have been glad they hired you? Do you have any of those?
Yeah, we have a story. It's actually in Brookline a while back, and it was on the 5th floor, and they couldn't get a company to come and walk up 5 sets of stairs to empty out that apartment. And let me tell you, they were thrilled when we showed up there and we said, hey, it's it's not going to be an easy job. And man, we didn't want to do the job either, right? But willpower, right? You got to have a strong will to get through it. So we pushed through, and it was in the summer in the brutal heat. And definitely pulled through there.
Well, good. That's the and that carries on a long way. It's that goodwill, right?
Right.
So they're going to remember that. Their neighbors are going to remember that, and you guys probably got a lot more calls and business off of that.
You got it.
And if not, you definitely got good karma.
Good karma. There you go. Right. Now we're talking. Yeah.
There you go. So right now, I know you say you're doing a lot of word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The technology has not been an area that you've focused on. Are you doing anything on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, anything online right now?
We're just starting our online presence. So we've got a brand new Facebook page, we've got a brand new Instagram, brand new LinkedIn, all revamped. It's going to be all high tech with lots of pictures and video and media. And you guys are going to see a firsthand view of what we're doing out there in the streets, whether it's
nice.
moving or junk and hauling trash, having a good time. You're going to get to see firsthand us in action.
Engaging the community. I like to see
That's
that.
right. Helping out.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, when you do, word of mouth, are you actively asking these people for referrals, and do you stay in touch with them with emails or anything like that?
Sure. So we do talk about referrals a lot. Believe it or not, we get a lot of requests for people looking for work right now, which, compared to before, it's actually a little bit more common from what I've seen. And so, I mean, that's probably a sign of the economy and things like that. But yeah, we love to ask for referrals. We like to go to local businesses and post our flyers and stuff like that. As far as that goes, yeah.
How do you see your company growing from here? How do you scale the company and grow your business from here? Would you say?
Yeah. So I think our long-term vision is really building some teams that can work independently, that we can manage remotely, and grow our trucks and ladders and get some more feet on the ground eventually. I think that would be kind of the next step, because we've been established for a pretty long time now. And definitely adding on some extra teammates will be a good next step. Yeah.
Good. Okay. And how do you measure that growth right now, would you say? Are you keeping key metrics, anything of that nature?
Sure. So right now we have several trucks out there. We got a few teams of guys. We don't have, so to speak, like a chart plotted so much, but we do see a pretty stable growth, and we see definitely a lot of jobs coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you and I talked earlier about a customer portal where they can where you will be able to actually stay in better touch with them.
Yeah.
And this is provided through BigMouth Media.
Sure.
So, I know that's something that I think you're excited about. I think you can really use that to stay in touch with people. Sure. And keep those referrals coming in, right?
Yeah, the CRM, people love when you can stay in touch with them and you have something consistent, because not everybody can find your phone number in the phone book. So it's great when you can reach out and just remind them, hey, we're here to help you guys. We're here to offer a nice service. And that's the last thing people were thinking, was that corner, a big pile you have in the basement or in the attic up there, and you just don't want to touch it. And then we remind you, hey, we're here to help. We're like the angel's wings, right? You don't have to even think about it. We'll come to you, and we'll help haul that headache out of there, and give you some peace of mind. And sure.
So let me ask you this: what do you like about the area that you're working in?
Yeah, I think it's very safe. It's very quiet. People really take pride in their homes. The yards are always kept clean. People are pretty responsible, always hardworking, and that's what I appreciate about the people around here.
Yeah, no, I love the area as well.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice you could give to local business owners in your area that maybe you've experienced and that's really helped you get a leg up on business?
Yeah, I'd say pay it forward, because you can't always pay it back. We had a lot of people helping us over the years, and I just can't stress it enough. It's not always going to be something that pays off right away, and you might never get a cash benefit from something, might never get rewarded for something, but it's always good to do the right thing to help people out. Sometimes people just need a little help here and there, whether it's advice or a little support. Sometimes we team up with other businesses because they're just overwhelmed, and things like that. Or sometimes they'll call us looking for help, some advice. Hey, how can we screen employees better, or how can we manage our team a little bit better? Simple things like that.
Great information. Really
Yeah,
good.
sure.
So, just to summarize a little bit, so it sounds like, you are looking to grow the company, to hire on some new talent, people that you can trust to go out and do the same quality work that you do, represent your company in the same manner that you would yourself.
Exactly.
That's great, and I'm sure you have those metrics in place, and will have those metrics in place to stay on top of them, make sure that they are doing those things, the task that you want them to do in the way that you want them to do them. And you see that growth coming from there. Are you looking to expand the territory? Would you ever look to franchise your company?
Yeah, that would be something that would be on the target for the long term, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that right now, we do have to limit some of our jobs because it's just not feasible to go on long trips with a big truck. But if we do have some brick and mortar locations that are, in different states, maybe, or different cities, some main hubs, will be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you, Charlie. I mean, it was great having you on today. We are glad we got to meet you and work with you, and we look forward to a continuous, prosperous relationship.
Thanks.
And we wish you all the best in your business, and hope we can be a big part of it.
Sounds good. Looking forward, Jamie.
All right, Charlie.
All right.
Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.